You know, this kind of thing happens sometimes in our politics, in our country. And it's not just on the issue of guns. Last year, after the Supreme Court ruled that health reform was constitutional, you might remember that the former spokesman for the Republican Party of Michigan sent an email to the media and to activists on his side with this headline, quote, "Is armed rebellion now justified? America itself was possible only after its people summoned the will to risk their lives and their futures as well as those of their children for a freedom they did not enjoy but knew was their gift from God. Along with their desire to be free came their willingness to engage in armed rebellion for their freedom. God willing, this oppression will be lifted and America will be free again before the first shot is fired." Now, like the guy in Maryland, the Republican in Michigan said he was not calling for armed rebellion. But hey, he says, quote, "There are times government has to do things to get what it wants and holds a gun to your head. I'm saying at some point we have to ask the question, when do we turn that gun around and say no and resist?" Just asking the question, right? Just an ordinary guy asking a question about when we turn the guns on the government because we don't like that the Supreme Court said some new health insurance regulation is constitutional. There is a violent current that runs alongside our democratic process in this country. Today, on the 45th anniversary of the assassination of Martin Luther King, we think of this in particular. But it's not only high-profile assassinations like that. We know this current exists. We know it is there. We know it's not a myth in our country, which is why it is unnerving when people like state legislators and state party spokesmen show a willingness to dip into that current. It is a current of non-metaphorical, actual violence, where people turn to physical force and intimidation, violence and threat, and occasionally assassination to get their political way when they cannot get it through democratic means in America. In which